second and the third year, you're somewhere, you've gone from $460,000 to $5.5 million. From the second year to the third year?
Based on our assumption that we will expand to 5 more cities.
You want to show them the financials?
Yeah, of course.
That's it. Go back.
No.
Go back.
Yeah.
It assumes a fast ramp up in the new cities, does it not?
Well, I've seen lots of estimates in my time which go like this and never happen, but that's all right. It's,
And he has seen a lot of them.
all right, well, so at 5.5, let's take the 5.5 million total sales. So how many parents is that? I know you've got revenue streams from both sides, but how many parents have you got at that point?
So during the first year, we have 2,000 parents. Then we have 20,000 in the second year. And then actually Eva can help me a lot here because she's...
A parent, when you say parent, you mean either one parent, single parent, or two, or a family, right? Those numbers are families, or you counting 2 parents in each family?
Those numbers are users that download the app or have an account on the website. So they might be 2 parents. We assume households, probably.
Okay.
And is this people that are subscribers, or is this people that just do transactions?
These institutions actually subscribers are less.
This is just the people that, so this is 185,000 transactions. So 185,000 people have bought karate classes or yoga lessons through your website. So you
Yes.
get 5% of that transaction, 185,000 transactions.
Or one person has bought 185,000.
Right.
Yeah.
That person lives in Scarsdale, whatever. Right.
Okay, you know, it's interesting, you're talking to somebody that doesn't understand how Airbnb actually got as big as it got. But I'm assuming now that there are people there, out there somewhere who will, in fact, do this. I think it's a very interesting project. I think it's quite possible. I also feel like in most of these so far is that you have to do it very quickly because it may be easier than you think to compete with you. Do you have any competitors in this?
Of course we do. Actually, our only direct competitor is sKIDule.com, which is a not famous website with very few views. They have not invested any money in marketing, so they also don't have parents' reviews. Here you can actually check where are the points that we are ahead of them. They are not offering the carpooling option, the schedules. Actually, their system is pretty simple. Of course, we also have Yelp, because on Yelp you can find everything. But the thing is that Yelp is the common app for everything, and we're targeting the vertical of parents. So we believe that parents will be much more attracted to an app that satisfies their needs instead of something that is, for example, I tried to look for a store for kids' toys, and there were so many relevant options in Yelp. So we believe that something that's suited for parents is way better.
Also, if I can build on that, we went to see some activity providers as well, and the only way to find them in San Francisco was using Yelp. So we found someone on Yelp and went to the place, but there was no one there. There was not actually an activity provider. So obviously the information is not correct and not updated.
Are you familiar with Emily's List?
Angie's
Angie's List.
Angie's List.
Angie's List, sorry.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Emily's List is different.
It's her sister. That sort of, if you need a plumber
Yeah.
or an electrician or whatever, you're doing a vertical on parents for children's activities, right? Okay. I think your biggest competitor isn't on the chart. I think your biggest competitor is my next door neighbor or someone I know from the school Parent Teachers Association or somebody I met in my dentist's office. All right, there is a tremendous word of mouth system now that does this sort of thing. And it doesn't have, if we put it up there, it wouldn't have all of the things you've got. And I think you ought to try it, okay? But understand that that's your biggest competition. And the existing providers also try to get their existing customers to bring in friends, and they sometimes give them $25 if they bring in a friend or whatever. The other thing is that the most successful ones don't need to pay you anything. They don't need to pay you 5%, they don't need to pay you 1%, because they're full. Again, it doesn't say don't do it. But understand, when you look at the market for it, the real market for it is smaller than the total market of people who will be using some of these things. Simply because there's a network of friends and relatives and whatever. And by the way, they want to do what someone they know is doing, maybe for carpooling, but more for is my child safe? I think that's a really big piece. I had children in the school. My grandchildren are out of the school, so maybe I'm out of the thing, but that's my sense. I think privacy could be an issue in terms of trying to reference sell this thing. Because as a parent, I don't think I want someone to be able to go on a web and find out that my kid is in this school.
That's a decision you make when you have the premium features. When you have the premium package, you decide whether you want to have other parents see that or not.
Or not.
It's
Okay.
your choice.
Very good.
Yeah.
I really haven't focused on the numbers because Carl is so much better at that than I am. But the notion of, is this a marketable idea? It might be. It might really depend on the geographic location or the sub-market you pick, because I think some of these markets may be very well served already, and others of them are what you're envisioning, that people are sitting there thinking, gosh, I really wish I knew a place to find the tennis lessons or whatever. I don't know. Try it. Again, I say, to the extent you can, try it small, pilot. You should look for opportunities to do that. You will learn a lot.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks so much.